So we're dealing with stuff straight out of industrial waste dump. Guess wrong by just a milligram, and you're destroying your kidneys, liquefying your guts, and breaking your central nervous system. We've made massive strides in oncology, genetic profiling, custom engineered monoclonal antibodies, and sub-millimeter radiation therapy. Sophisticated and brilliant. So why are we still using these same toxic heavy metals that are found in things like catalytic converters, old dental fillings, and old broken mirrors? Because they work, and nothing else can do what they do at the cellular level. These toxic heavy metals become traps. And there's a laundry list of ones that are used in chemotherapy, but I'm going to run you through 3 of them to show you 3 different mechanisms how these heavy elements destroy and kill cancer. Platinum is one of the most common elements used in modern oncology. If you've heard of cisplatin, here's what it does actually inside a cell. When cisplatin enters a cancer cell, the platinum undergoes something called aquation. Chlorine ions attached to the platinum detach. Water moves in and the platinum wakes up. Now it's active, it's hungry, and it loves DNA. It locks onto the rapidly dividing cancer cell's DNA and physically kinks it. It creates these twisted, malformed strands. So when the cell tries to repair itself or duplicate, it can't. So instead of dividing, it dies. And that's called apoptosis, programmed cell death. And that's exactly what we're after here. Now here's where it gets fun. Gallium is a straight up imposter. Cancer cells are resource hogs, resource demons. They need massive amounts of energy to keep dividing, and they use iron for that. So they overexpress transferrin receptors, basically little iron-grabbing hooks on their surface. But here's the problem for them. Gallium ions look almost identical to iron at the molecular level. So the cancer cell sees gallium and goes, "Ooh, iron," and it starts pulling it in. Oh, but gallium, it's an inert bump on a couch. It binds to ribonucleotide reductase enzymes, the ones responsible for building DNA blocks, and just sits there, does nothing. The cell tries to reproduce, hits a wall, and crashes. More apoptosis. The cell basically starved itself on fake iron. Oh, then we got arsenic. Yeah, the poison. It's administered as arsenic trioxide, and this one doesn't bother with subtle tricks. It's a scorched earth assault. Arsenic binds to sulfhydryl groups that form the cell's structural scaffolding, destabilizing the whole frame. Then it breaches the mitochondria. Yeah, that mitochondria. And it forces it to spill cytokines that trigger, again, apoptosis. Simultaneously, though, it floods the cell with oxidative stress, a wave of free radicals that shreds whatever DNA is remaining. And while that's going on, it cuts off the tumor's ability to recruit new blood vessels. No supply chain, no iron, no energy, gone. It's 2026, and like I said, we have gene editing, we have custom engineered monoclonal antibodies, and we have sub-millimeter radiation therapy, but we still drip these toxic heavy metals into people's veins because it works. We don't really have better options of what these elements can do at the cellular level. So whether it's kinking DNA, starving cells with fake iron, or just burning the whole thing down, modern oncology still runs on elements from the periodic table. So until we dig something better up from the ground, we're going to stick with what works. So I'm Data Driven Doug, and I unravel topics through multiple weekly shorts, longer full-length dives, occasional quizzes, side quests, and things that just are cool and fascinating. If this sounds like your brand of curiosity, you know what to do. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me leave you with this. Don't guess. Data test.